Alright, I just got back from town getting some food. It's my day off. Been doing what I can. Fun story. 2 weeks ago, the last time I did outdoor work, had issues with the chainsaw, had issues with losing the bolts or the bar nuts for the chainsaw. Took 3 trips into town and all that. So I got a new bar for the saw and got everything put back together, and it still won't turn. So there's some kind of a clutch or a belt or something that needs replaced, I guess, because it really just won't spin. I don't know. I got to figure it out. It smells amazing out here. So, yeah, it's about a 10-foot diameter there. For reference from the video last night, that's a little over 6 feet at the top of the T of that bird feeder holder. And flames were, when I first lit it and got it going, they were licking up about 20 feet. But by the time I got the camera out, it was down a little bit because it was just burning brush. It wasn't like there was a large source of fuel. And there's probably still coals in there that I could get going if I wanted to fire tonight, but I'm not doing that. But yeah, tons of ash, and everything over this way is covered in little white flecks from the ash. So did some stuff over on the other side, but I'm gonna take a different route because this looks fun. See a lot farther down into the woods. Hard to get a look at some of this dappling into the woods. Oh man, there's a bunch of these down here. I never saw them. They're just under the edge of things. Flowers. It's very bright. Very bright sun. Okay. Walnut branch, probably take them limbs down. Oh, so exhausted. So with the chainsaw not working right, I had to take it to the loppers, and I had a couple old pairs, and the one, look at all of them. But yeah, so I broke the safety stop off. Honeysuckles, cut out from there. So those are noble rot. Those will still be harvested, and they will make some really amazing wine. So all of these grapes are pretty well intact. So yeah, I'm gonna have lots of grapes. Oh yeah, so this grapevine here, I trimmed out everything that was around it and cut it down to just the one longest vine, and I kind of strung that up onto the onto this planter holder. And as it grows longer, this other part here will be eventually stretched over onto the next one, and I'll build a trellis or something at that point. Go up this way a little bit. It's just amazing golden sunset light. It's gonna be hard to see with the glare, but There's some pretty cool stuff going on with the clouds too. Oh gosh. Look at that. Some inflow. It's been a few days since it's rained. There's some really cool sun rays going on there. All right. So today's progress. I did all this work before taking my vitamins. I just kind of skipped them today until about an hour ago. I got done with all this and was like moving molasses speed, and I was like, I need to take my vitamins. There's birds. So the goal here is going to be, with time, I'm going to go clip a bunch of stuff down like that so that we got crowns, we got stem branches, and we got full solid limbs. Then eventually I'll have a cart that I'll wheel it all back with. This is kind of the later part of the day. This one I'm not sure whether it's the invasive or not, so I'm going to kind of give this one a pass for a minute and find out what's up. But kind of the same thing with those. Their leaves are doing different things. But yeah, I took out all the, I pruned anything below head level or slightly above head level to kind of make these trees get taller. Got some grapevines that I'm trying to preserve. And a few in here like this that are gonna have to wait for the chainsaw. In the meantime, I'm using this as kind of a pseudo trellis for this fairly decent sized grapevine. This one just needs room to maneuver. And we'll see what all I got back there in a second. This right here, I just wanted to show. This, I think, is the non-invasive honeysuckle. This bark on this thing is completely different from the other ones. And you can see this kind of shaggy, quick growth thing that they do. That's the invasive. They've got all of these million berries on them. And you got this one that's just got a couple of here and there. And if you look at the bark, it's completely different. It's almost like maple. So I believe this is the non-invasive honeysuckle. So I'm kind of keeping an eye out for this type of bark and leave these alone. This ain't hurting nothing, I don't think. So yeah, I lopped some stuff here. Lopped some stuff on there. But the real path was, see, this is some stuff from last 2 weeks ago. I came back through here. I was going to do some stuff here, and I decided not to because the sun was shifting. So instead I chose to take this corner. I trimmed this thing down to everything I can reach. Everything the loppers would take. You kind of might want to trim these at some point. But so that's what all that is. There's some other foliage and stuff here. But kind of clear that all out. There's some seriously thorny vines. But yeah, so that's kind of there. And this was most of what I did to start. This took an awful lot to get this down to here. All of that stuff's just off the one. A few small ones that were on the ground. Little shrubby honeysuckles. But yeah, like I said, you can see these are they all have that kind of shaggy bark. I believe that's the invasive one. This grapevine, I'm not sure if it has, I don't know, there's something going on up in the top of this, so I may try and preserve this vine as cut around everything out from under it, but I'm really not sure. Kind of might just leave that for the grapes so that I have something that's kind of at the right angle to grab them. Oh, look at that light behind. That's awesome. So anyways, yeah, cleared through here. I still got all kinds of stuff. I was not really going for anything but honeysuckle, and there's a few cases that I got some other stuff, but so yeah, I came through here, trimmed back some of these lower branches on the locust. I got thorny locust, and I got the other ones that don't. There's another one here that I did. Trimmed all these guys down here so that there's headroom. Of course, this little guy here, and this old, I don't know what this is. If this is, I think this is the old, oh yeah, that's box maple. So anyways, this thing's on its way out. There's an enormous amount of grapevines up there. Not sure what's going to happen with them. This is a mosquito. Pretty big vine here going up to them. So got to kind of clear this out at some point and see where these go, and if there's grapes anywhere. That's all grape leaves up there. This tree's about dead. So when these fall, I don't know if that's going to harm this thick vine or if it's going to keep. I guess we're splitting off of here too, so I could do some work with that. I got to learn more. This down here stayed pretty short after buzzing it out a couple months ago. So anyways, then I came around this side. I moved through this honeysuckle. And as you can see, there's still some here that needs got. There's trapped under there, but I was running out of steam. You can see this thing's rotting pretty good. I don't even know if there's grapes up there. So yeah, we got locusts here. We got, I don't know if these are some kind of Dutch elm or what. Walnuts of the white and black variety. That's another box maple there. That one's starting to die off a lot of branches, and I did some trimming on these, a few of these walnuts. And yeah, so as I did all of this, I realized there's a live grapevine here that had some nice leaves on it, and I decided to kind of stretch it out along these different branches here and see what we get. And then I went that way, and then I did a little bit of trimming over there too. There was some small honeysuckles to get rid of over there. And then there's a nice grapevine growing out too. See, that was the Y-shape curving. So we got a Japanese olive that's got a bunch of grapes growing out of it too. So maybe that'll work. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's a fat grape. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's so sweet. Mmm. That's very sweet. I love it. Oh, man. That was mild, not sour, not acidic. Well, a little acidic, but that was good. So yeah, we got that. miles, I swear. But it's been super mild. Today's the warmest day we've had all week. Everything's been in the 70s. It's been great. Oh, man. Look at the... That's too much. Just hot tangerine bottoms. Cool blue tops. That sun just setting. Run, run, bun, bun. So that's my progress today. Yesterday's progress was that big burn over that way.